What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Canelo Khan, May 7th. The press conference is over. The fighters should be going back to their respective areas, training for the big fight May 7th. Now, I want to read a quote from Amir Khan, then give the Ego thoughts on it regarding what he said. Shout out to the Mirror, shout out to the UK. They conducted the interview and the coverage. Link in the description. Now, here's what Amir Khan had to say. Look, by winning this fight, I will become boxing's biggest name. Mayweather is gone, Pacquiao is gone, so this is my opportunity to become the best fighter out there, pound for pound. You have to give Canelo credit. He's probably number one at the moment. Being a boxing fan myself, and by being around the boxing business, I can see he is a massive name around the world, but by beating him, it will take me to a different level. He goes on to say that he's confident that he's going to beat Canelo Alvarez, stating he used to go down two weight divisions to make fights, and he says it's the speed and the movement that can beat him. He's dangerous, very dangerous, but he has flat feet, and he knows he has everything that it takes, all the tools that it takes to win. He also said Mayweather's not the biggest puncher, and Mayweather himself beat him. And he also cites the Lada fight as being a tough fight for Alvarez. So for more on the full article, check the link in the description. Now it's time for the Ego thoughts. I disagree. I don't think that this fight at Canelo weight of 155. Now, don't get me wrong, because I know some of you guys bend and twist the words. If Amir Khan beats Canelo, to me, that will be a huge upset because I think it's an uphill battle type of fight for him. So I will be highly impressed, and I will give Amir Khan total credit as long as there's no like politics or, you know what I mean, a cut stoppage that's controversial or something. They went to the scorecards after 3 rounds, something crazy. But if it's a fair square, he wins, I'll give him all the credit in the world because that is, I think everything's stacked against him, to be honest. So if he does beat Canelo, makes him look bad and beats him or whatever, I give him all the full credit. I'm not sure that this makes him number one pound for pound. To me, I don't even like pound for pound lists. That's why you notice on my channel I do all types of creative videos and different things. Never do a pound for pound list because I don't really like them. Different weight divisions, different categories. It's similar to who wins, Mike Tyson versus Muhammad Ali. It's all subjective. I might say Tyson and someone else will say Ali, and we'll never know the answer. Same thing with the pound for pound list. I mean, granted, there are some guys that are noted like Mayweather, Andre Ward, based on what they've done. So you obviously know he's the number one pound for pound dude. But for the rest of the list, you know what I mean, when it's not a clear cut person like that, it's all subjective. It's all opinion. You know what I mean? If people are gonna put who they feel they want on the pound for pound list. Now, as far as Canelo, I didn't know if a lot of people had him in their top 5, maybe top 10, but not top 5. So by beating Canelo, who in my opinion probably isn't top 5, I don't see how that would bump you all the way up to the pound for pound number 1. You know what I'm saying? If Sergey Kovalev beats Andre Ward, pound for pound number 1. If Andre Ward beats Sergey Kovalev, pound for pound number 1. To me, that is a fair, that type of fight is, you know what I mean, pound for pound number 1 maker. But again, you all also are talking about two guys that should be on everybody's current top 10 pound for pound list if you do them. You know what I mean? Canelo, he had a great win over Miguel Cotto, which I predicted in my 7 reasons video. But at the same time, like, you have to look at his career, his legacy and stuff like that. Controversial win over Lada, beating Kirkland. Like, how is he pound for pound number 1? Now, I was digging around. BoxRec actually has him pound for pound number 1. And I really like BoxRec as a website, but I can't agree with that rating. I think, how? I mean, I understand he's the lineal middleweight champion, but I mean, when Sergio Martinez was the lineal middleweight champion, most people didn't even have him at the top. You know what I mean? They had Pacquiao before him and things like that, and Mayweather. So I don't know. It's all, again, subjective. I don't see how you have Canelo as number 1 at Canelo weight. He's number 1 on the BoxRec ratings, yet Sergey Kovalev is number 3. Tyson Fury's number 2. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury, if anything, dethroned a long-standing dominant champion who nobody else has been able to beat. Sergey Kovalev beat a legend in Bernard Hopkins convincingly every round, basically, with the knockdown, and almost killed him in the 12th round. You know what I mean? He was mauling him, hurting him real bad. Beat Jean Pascal in his backyard. Beat him again in his backyard. Beat Nathan Cleverly in his backyard. I don't see how Canelo, what he's done, and I like Canelo. If you guys know, some people say I'm biased for Canelo, but I just don't see how Canelo, what he's done, topples that. Austin Trout, kind of controversial. I thought Canelo won, but some people, I didn't like the open scoring. Mayweather, clear loss. You beat Angulo, who was coming off a loss. Two guys off of losses. Canelo was off a loss. Angulo's off a loss. Just don't really see a lot of controversial. Kirkland, who was inactive for a year, plus didn't have Ann Wolf as a trainer. Then you beat Miguel Cotto, who you're 25 pounds bigger than. Don't see how that's pound for pound. You know what I'm saying? Number one. If you want to put him somewhere on the list, like at the tail end, that's one thing. So I don't agree with Amir Khan. I think it'll be a huge statement. I think it'll be a huge upset and an amazing, great win for him. But I do not think that him beating Canelo puts him atop the list. How do you pass your stablemate Andre Ward by beating Canelo, a guy who's already been beaten? You know what I'm saying? If Ward beats Kovalev's never been beaten and he's destroying fools. You know what I'm saying? If Kovalev beats Ward, he hasn't lost since he was 12, 14 years old. I mean, that's pound for pound worthy if I were to do a pound for pound list. Let me know what you guys think. Can Amir Khan win this fight? Make sure you check out my past videos covering this fight. I'll definitely be putting a lot of attention because it's just a weird fight. So there'll be a lot of coverage on the channel for that. Hit the subscribe button, share the video, hit the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.